From Harrington, Houston, Milford, all the way up north to Smyrna, Hartley, getting into Dover, the Kent County housing market has had some shifts in the last 3 to 4 years, with 38% housing price increases on average being the standard across the board. But as we sit at the beginning of summer in 2024, we have 13 months worth of data that we can sift through to tell us what's the housing market doing now, where is it going, and how can I best prepare for where it's headed to? Let's get started. So May of 2023, so last year, 210 homes went under contract. So they got an offer on them. Congrats, we're going to closing. 227 homes ended up closing that month. So they probably went under contract a couple months beforehand. Those 227 homes that sold, right? Sold for a total of, if we put all of the price points they sold for together, they sold for $74.7 million all across Kent County. And the average price point, or should I say, the median price point, which is essentially the average home, sold for $320,000. And it took 34 days of that home sitting on the market for it to get that price point. So to run that back one more time, 227 homes sold, $74.7 million worth at a $320,000 per pop value, and it took 34 days each time to make that home sell. Now let's look at what's happening now. What's happening right now in today's market, those same numbers. Well, last year, 210 homes got an offer, they were accepted, going to closing, congrats. This year, that's only 203, slight decrease, nothing major. 220 homes ended up going to the closing table, probably went under contract a month or two ago. Last year, that was 227. Slight decrease, nothing to be concerned about. The price of the homes that were sold in total, so the total sales volume across the county, spookily, is eerily similar. 74 million. 74.18 million. So just about 0.4 million off, 400,000, one home essentially off. Isn't that odd? But here's where things get slightly tilted. Instead of a home selling for $320,000 in 2023, we instead now in Kent County have homes selling on median, again, the average everyday home in Kent County for the most part, for $340,000. That's a $20,000 increase. And if you look at the numbers, speaking wise, that's about a 7% home price increase year over year, which is about double what it healthily should be, which normally is a 2 to 3.5% increase. Now, what does this all mean, and where is the Kent County housing market headed? Can I be really honest with you? Like, I look at the numbers and I want to say what I want to say, and it kind of gives my stomach that weird little feeling. But let me give you two more numbers before I tell you what I think. Number one, I want to look at the listed homes in May, because in 2023, the amount of homes that were listed for sale, now these aren't homes that went under contract or closed. They might have gone under contract within the same month. But in May of 2023, 286 homes hit the market. Spring market. Makes sense. Now, in May of 2024, 298 homes have hit the market. Makes sense. Got it. I don't see a problem. Wait, the listed volume, so the amount of all of the homes that were listed in May of 2023 in Kent County, the total amount was 100 million, almost on the dot. Keep it flat, 100 million. So 286 homes sold at 100 million last year. This year in May, 298 homes have been listed. Slight increase, nothing major. But the listed volume has gone up 14%. You know how I know that? Because it went up 14 million. 114 million in listed volume, with only seeing about 12 more homes getting listed than the prior year, means that each of those homes would have to be worth over $1 million. And that's not the case. What the case is, the listed median home is dramatically more expensive. Here's where I get worried for Kent County and where we're headed. June of last year, I see a median listed price. So the listing price on average in Kent County was $335,000. If we look at the listed median today, again, that was $335,000 just last year. 11 months later, we're at $370K. That's a $35,000 increase, while we just said the closed home value went up $20,000 since last year. Why is the listed median, the amount that people are placing their home on the market for, outpacing the amount that they're actually closing for? by a significant margin. You want to know what I think, Kent County? I think home prices are going to correct. I don't think it's going to be today. I don't even think it's going to be this summer. But ring this back October or November-ish when the demand weans off and we have leftover inventory that's accumulated over the 6 to 8 month time frame of frustrated and stubborn homeowners who want to sell their home for more than what it's truly worth in this market. I think we could see a larger correction happen maybe before the end of this year. And the quick plug is if you scan this QR code, we do keep this up to date month to month so that you know all the numbers for how much a mortgage is going for, home prices, county by county, city by city, biggest movers, biggest shifters, all that. Links in the bio if you can't scan this, by the way. Of course, the caveat to that argument is we have demand that fulfills the supply as it comes on, and people do buy the homes that come onto the market. But in my opinion, that would require interest rates to significantly drop. As of this moment of shooting this, we have interest rates on average of about 7.1%. I perceive a market would have to see a mid-5 to low-6 interest rate to sustainably grow in Kent County. And you may be asking yourself, Zach, what makes you think that? Well, two reasons, and they're both data. One, Dover specifically, where the median household income is about $58,000 to $62,000, 63% of Dover is middle class, meaning 63% of Dover pretty much can't afford the median home in Dover. That's concerning. And ultimately, if interest rates were to drop, that allows for that median income to potentially support that price point. They would have to drop to, like I said, mid-5s, low-6s, and still that household income would have to come up a bit, but it is on pace for that. If it doesn't, however, I could see a world where home prices do indeed begin to lower because the local people simply can't afford the local homes, which is something like we're seeing in Austin, Texas, and California. And with current inventory continuing to accumulate into and through June, we're seeing no signs of an inventory increase continuing month over month through and past summer. Again, looking at you November and December to see what happens in the Kent County housing market. Last plug, if you want to know more about the housing market month to month, you want to have it sent to your email, text it out to you. This has all the information and more. School districts, restaurants, where to golf, where to have fun, and every month, a little tidbit about where we think the market's headed. Hit that QR code or hit the link below.